You know, I should crack open a cold one. I'll be right back.
That's a great thing to start the video with. Last time. Bullshit. Today. Gar is too big. You're right, we did get better gear out of it. Does Gar have a unique action? Apparently he does, just not one that you can do whenever. Ah, I see. Well, that was cool. Our nice new fire sword. That sure is a ghost. Hey, MC, thank you for the host. Just, making our way into a spooky lighthouse. How far am I into this game? Was having a brief conversation with Crumb about this. I'm apparently almost halfway. I don't know for sure because I'm mostly blind. Actually, I always say mostly blind because that's usually how it is, but I'm extremely blind. Yes, the Blob is the main character. No. The Blob's the mascot. The small blue boy is the MC. Well, I want to get in there at some point.
Hello, I am back. What's up?
Nothing. We are entering into the tower.
Hooray.
I switched over to the dagger because ghosts.
Fantastic idea. Oh, have we been invaded?
Yeah, MC hosted over.
Oh, gotcha.
They keep putting Guard to sleep because they know that he's the most dangerous one.
The scary thing is, with that silver dagger on, it's easily real.
Yep. As demonstrated.
So, question from the chat. Who is master to who? Ryu right now is master to Delonslo, the cat burglar. And the other two are apprentice to Bunyan.
Yeah. We're, I'm assuming that Thief Girl will eventually give us Steel back again.
Mm-hmm. You've only picked up one skill from her, and it's a really good one. You picked up Monopoly, but it's better on people besides Ryu.
Hello.
No, it's just that's saying
Can't
you
learn
saw
that
a
ability.
skill.
Alright. Also, these ghosts are very fast.
Oh yes. Those ghosts are pretty much like you're fighting Nina. Really fast, couple spells, pretty weak defensively. Fortunately, you have 81 healing herbs.
I'll never not go back to Arena Town to buy more healing items.
Yeah. So, if you had Momo here, you could blow up those barrels, but it doesn't save you that much time. Hey, you found it.
Lorge. What if?
Go on. He needs it. He's only level 7.
Could have fooled me with those stats.
Yeah. Welcome to Pico.
Bloodbat.
Oh no.
Oh, is this bad?
Well, no, you had the initiative. You just wanted to hit him.
Oh. So is this bad?
So, these guys are hard scripted that the first round of combat they're in, they're to use an attack on you, and then the second round they run away. But since you got the jump on them, it just jumps straight to them running away.
That's
They're
right.
annoying.
I'm a genius.
Yes. You got the well, you have the Hawk's Ring on Pico, right?
Yes.
That's what that thing does.
Did I ever find the jewel in the tree? Yes. I haven't been moving for 3 hours.
No, I get you. That's actually why I got up there for a little bit and stretched, and also got a drink.
I feel like I'm going the right way.
You totally are.
And I missed a path back there.
No, you're fine.
Bomber, you're an old enemy.
Yep, they threw a couple older guys in this group. This place, much like McNeil Manor, gets much, much easier when you have a silver knife on radio. Yeah, so this is actually how Pico works. He's Feast or Famine in his level ups. For 3 or 4 levels, he'll get almost nothing, and then he'll get that. Note, he would have gotten 5 AP and 5 Intelligence if he had not been under Bunyan.
Bunyan.
Yeah. That's why Pico's so good. He has these little level ups that have almost nothing on them, so he doesn't really miss out on anything. And then he has these big level ups where he's still getting a little bit of stuff. Question from the chat. Is there a master to apprentice Pico under to gain optimal stats as he starts at level 1? It's fall. Pico's never going to be a speed demon, and he's never really going to use his intelligence stat. Pico wants HP and defense and attack, and that's what fall gives. But Bunyan's also a really good pick because it gives him a little bit more attack, and he picks up some useful skills that he can use with his actually surprisingly high AP pool. That's why Pico's so scary. If you wait like an hour after you get him, Pico gets his best master. Everybody else needs to wait a little bit to get people who are better for them. His is, what, 6 hours into the game?
Seems that way.
Yeah, and he has a auto regen that's 5% of his health. If he has 500 HP, that adds up. Pico's only downside is that he is actually, because he's a plant, weak to fire.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
I think he gets a couple other resistances to make up for it, but he is very weak to fire. Actually, that's a good point. I need to look up something on the Masters, because I think if you're under fall, he also gives you a higher chance to counter. Just by being your apprentice to him. Nope. He just gives you less chance to dodge. But he also, I think he actually does get a little bit more of a counter rate, and that's just not listed on this thing I'm looking at. Bat!
Damn, unwonderful skill.
Yeah. I'm sorry, you can't learn how to use Siphon. This isn't like you learning whatever it is from Final Fantasy V. Vampire.
Look, American Dream.
I know. It's a good dream. That skill's broken.
Skill seems pretty good. Ah.
Yeah, you saw it.
Ooh. That's a good.
Hold on to that.
Have we met any masters that are best for the rest of the party? I don't believe so.
So Yggdrasil is actually pretty good for Momo. It gives her a lot of the stuff she wants, defense and intelligence and AP. Yggdrasil doesn't teach attack skills, which is what Momo really wants. And Migas is actually pretty good, but it's hard to get people's skills on Migas, because the only person who can really have a good amount of time on Migas early on is Ryu. Which is frustrating. But there are other masters we haven't met yet, or we have met them and they're just not letting newbie be apprentice under them yet.
My eyes just glazed over.
Don't worry about it.
Too
I'll
late.
explain it as you go.
Nope.
Okay.
Extra chrism in the tower. Place ore in the boiler.
Oh yeah, in reference to people talking in the chat about Caster Ryu, you can actually keep him level 1 through the first section with the new, and then immediately put him under Migas right afterwards. And by the time you finish up all the other stuff after that, Ryu will have learned most of Migas' skills. And then you just throw him under Bunyu to make up the difference to the attack and HP and stuff. But that's a little min-maxy, so if you don't want to do that, that's perfectly fine. Miscellaneous.
This feels like a dungeon-long puzzle that you can fuck up.
Maybe. This whole place is just trying to test your patience. Oh, there they are.
Same, though.
That wizard is not on fire.
Ah.
Yup.
Well, I brought the best scene to this dungeon, apparently.
Yes, you did. Actually, Momo's fine here, too.
Can I learn Leech Power?
Nope. That's a spell.
Damn right, it did nothing.
What? That should have carved right through that guy. Man, it's almost like it's a switch to alter the flow of things. Funny thing. Goddamn bats. Yes.
It's pretty good animation.
Yes. Why is the person with the best spellcasting animation the absolute worst spell? Oh, he's not the worst spellcaster. He's just not great.
Which dungeon is this? This is the lighthouse.
Although I do like that it takes him forever to get back into spellcasting animation every time he gets hit. Gar is not a good spellcaster, folks.
Wild, who'd have thought?
You mean the big muscly demon is bad at casting spells? That's crazy. It is pretty cool that his necklace breaks apart in order to cast the spell.
That is extremely a monk thing.
Yes.
We don't have any more.
Unfortunately, no you do. You've got one.
From where?
It's the Flame Chrism.
Oh, extremely no.
Yeah. Let's go find some more.
I'm not putting an equipable in there.
Yeah, that's why the bats are annoying. They hit pretty hard for bats. So I've been kind of looking at Pico here for a little bit and wondering who he reminds me of. He reminds me a lot of Rand from Breath of Fire 2. Lots of HP, uses fist attacks, doesn't wear the best armor but has really good stats. Just, instead of being massive, he's an onion.
Oh, is this where I want to go?
Yes, this is exactly where you wanted to go.
Yeah! I saw this from the outside. Yeah, okay. For a second I thought I just got into a battle.
I think you can actually get in a fight in here.
Spare flame. Spare flame. Spare flame.
Yeah,
okay.
so this is the stuff you throw in there.
Which would explain why the store in town sold Flame Chrism. They just didn't actually say in the instructions that the thing you're putting in is fucking Flame Chrism. Flame.
So, yeah, there you go. You saw it. Perfect. Rand did have a shaman form that made him small. It also made him an absolute monster. Turned him into a tiny armadillo. Dang it. Stupid bats.
Oh, I hate this.
Yep.
I probably won't play in the early Breath of Fires because I have. And
But you'll probably play the fourth one, correct?
yeah.
Fourth one's pretty good. I like the old ones from like a nostalgia standpoint.
They are
but
not great games.
They have more padding than they need to, more so than this game, and that's bad. Even though I think the characters, like the base cast of like 5 or 6 people you get in 2, are really good. They do a really good job introducing like the first 5 or 6 party members. The Dream Ring.
The Sleepy Ring.
Yes, please put that on somebody.
Why?
Because
I know
it
the one
stops them.
The
from
one
falling
enemy
asleep.
does sleep,
Yeah,
but it's just one, and I can usually kill it really fast.
that's fair. Oh yes, 2's translation is horrendously bad. One was also very bad, but a lot of people didn't play 1. Funny bad or just bad, it waffles back and forth. There are a couple points that if you know what they're trying to say, it's funny, but sometimes it's almost incomprehensible what they're saying. As people are pointing out, that was another recycled sound effect of the door opening and closing for the prison thing from Resident Evil.
Alright, I see.
You figured it out?
Oh my god. The window for that sucks.
Yes, it does. But you've got extra, so... Or you can do that.
This is the, figuring out what the fuck, they want me to actually do in this.
Yep.
Alright, so it's activated.
Yep. You have activated it. Congratulations. Now you have to make sure it gets to where it needs to be. I'm sorry, though. You have to be on the other side of the dumb stairs.
Oh. Yeah, this lighthouse is extremely not OSHA compliant.
What do you mean? You mean like that the fact that there's no like handrails on the sides or pillars supporting all of these platforms or anything like that?
No, I meant that there's bats everywhere.
Oh, well, whatever. Most lighthouses have bats. This dungeon's fantastic and at the same time annoying.
Ah, I see.
You see what?
That's the first time it's actually hit more than
Multiple
one
people.
person, so I didn't realize that was actually AoE.
By the way, sleep is AoE.
I see that now.
Okay. I just realized how much health Pico has. Oh, he's got more than Gar and he's fine. Oh, wow, that's ridiculous.
Large.
It's level 9.
Okay, so that goes to a dead end.
Yes. So you gotta turn it to go somewhere else.
Yeah. I was just wondering if there was like a mechanic of, well, if you have it going this way and you go over there, then you can get a spare item.
Yeah. No, that's a good way to check it, again, which is why I'm not telling you, no, you have to press this one and that one. Just explore the dungeon.
We're exploring the space. Also, we're trying to get Pico to level 11.
He's already picked up 3 of the 4 skills. The last one is, yeah, the one you need 10 levels for, so that's level 11.
I don't know why I paused, as if that would give me a map.
Oh man, you want a map? Too bad.
Well, I'm very good at mental mapping out dungeons. So I know where I need to go. Well, remember that with the way that skills work and everything, if Pico can at least get the last skill, we can always give it to somebody else. Which is why it always feels like... Amigo Lupus, Grania is actually on my list of games to play.
It's not next, but it's like pretty close, right?
It's gonna be on the revisiting block of games.
Gotcha.
So, probably what will happen is Lunar 2, and then Grania.
Yeah.
Won a great victory. I hit that switch, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Or rather, you didn't hit the switch, which is the correct way to do it. Is there a problem?
No.
Maybe you should press the healing button soon. Oh, Ryu's not in the front. That's why he's not dealing any damage. Okay. Yeah, these things just have crazy high defense.
Oh.
I was wondering why he was dealing no damage.
I mean, it's fine. Gar does the job.
Yeah.
I only saw the leg, so I thought it was a dragon.
Yep, that is not a dragon. If Momo's here, she thinks that thing is adorable. Gets me every time. The introduction to this boss is fantastic.
Yeah, all right.
Look at that guy hold him up. Look at him go.
Commence the Jiggling.
Hi, Gazer. How you doing?
Hi, Gazer. Have you witnessed not me turning into a dragon? I have items. That doesn't
Also,
give me-
you might want to put on a better sword.
Oh, right, if I'm turning into a dragon. I was literally thinking that as I was walking to the thing, and then I'm like, it's not a dragon, I don't care now. One enemy. I could just attack in there. Elemental Claw just gives me bonus damage if I'm hitting an elemental weakness.
Yeah, breath is for lots of targets. So, an elemental, the Trigon does not have claw attacks.
Yeah, but again, that just gives me an elemental boost to my normal attack. Alright, Pico, you are the medic for this fight. Well.
So its basic attack hits everybody.
But luckily, my defense is high enough that I don't give a shit.
Yeah, you have a lot of very beefy people.
I could snap.
That's waste. You only have a couple turns on him
Yeah.
In this form. You're gonna want to hit hard, because you got a lot of your AP sucked away by ghosts.
I must have traded away all my fish that restore AP.
Yeah. If you want to later on, you can go back and catch a bunch of black porgy. They're the ones that give AP a decent amount of AP.
Yeah, alright, that's fine.
You want to know what he's weak to?
Everything?
Nope. Porgy. Black porgy. If I said corgi, that was wrong.
Is he weak to dragon?
He's weak to fire.
Oh. But I don't keep
have
that
a
property.
You keep the property of your weapon.
Oh.
You don't keep anything else. That just kind of gets absorbed into you. But you keep the property of your weapon.
Beam!
Please hit Ryu.
Nah.
Oof.
It's alright, I have a plan.
It did sound like an old school Gundam sound effect when he uses the beam laser.
Gar doesn't need a lot of AP.
He doesn't. but he does want a little bit so he can use his pyrokinesis.
Car, devour this fish. Yeah, Ryu isn't taking much damage. Pico is pretty much regenning all of his damage.
Yeah, if you keep Gar in healthy shape, you're fine. Oh.
Also, that boss doesn't have much health.
No, they really don't. Well, that was Gazer. That was fun.
Large.
Yep. Good level for Ryu. Look at that agility growth.
Dream Breath.
Yeah.
I was not aware that Pico actually gained abilities.
Pico doesn't learn many skills, but he does learn a few. So that boss is really just a test to see how much you've been worn down by the dungeon by losing all of your AP and stuff.
Right,
But you were able to get through it just fine.
Ryu needs one more level, I believe.
Yes. That'll happen. Pico needs to walk out of this dungeon fighting a few fights and he'll be at level 11.
Oh wait, that
just shows you that he's 100 experience points
okay.
away. Yes. As pointed out by the chat, I was waiting on this one. Geezer is also very weak to Earth, so Momo is great here. Especially since if you use Quake, you see that the ground starts to roll up and down, which makes sense to the thing that's trying to hold up this giant flying eyeball beast.
Hey, Chrome, you remember the thing you said earlier this session?
Which thing?
That Earth isn't an element?
Earth isn't an element. Earth isn't a dragon element.
I'm sorry,
Question from the chat. Eldritch Gene. Question from the chat. Can you apprentice people to masters at camp? Nope. Gotta go to the masters. Yeah. Eldritch means a lot of things. Abomination, ethereal, things that should not be named. It also is just a fancy way of saying magic.
Yeah, that's how a lighthouse works.
Yep. Just gonna lean back for this one.
No!
Hey, guess what, fairies? By the way, Mood Whiplash. Just gonna click that one.
Wait. Is this from happy to sad or from sad to happy? I'm not sure.
We're in a serious tone right now. We're fixing the lighthouse, and there was a crazy monster we just fought. Why is that here too? Hey, we're dealing with fairies.
Yeah, serious tone. Let's go with that. There has been a serious tone this session.
That's fair.
Oh my god, please tell me this is fast travel.
Ha. Ha ha. Good joke.
That would make sense. They're kind of like all over the place.
No, I was telling you needed to get that level on Pico on the way out.
Oh, no. I meant like fast travel on the world map.
Oh, that kind of thing. I don't want to spoil the surprise.
Oh, this is an encounter. Let me just,
Why do you think I was really annoyed when I saw 5 of them the first time? Are we indebted to the Fairy Mafia? No?
almost out. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're almost out of this part. You still got to walk all the
Almost
way around
halfway
the
out.
lighthouse. That's okay. You're going to get that one level on Pico.
And then run from every other fight.
If you want. You still got to get that last level on Ryu.
Move. Ryu, please, use ladder.
I always get amused when Gar uses a ladder, because usually he just could step off and it'd be the same deal. Dude's got wings. He doesn't need a ladder.
Squeeze in that 1 point of agility.
Ta-da! 7611. Good job, Pico.
Pico doesn't get a lot of stats.
Yeah, like I said, his levels are all feast and famine. Very little, and then huge. See? You don't even need to run away from this fight. It runs away from you.
In Breath of Fire, a fight runs from you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I'm just...
I need to go back and listen to it after this is done. The first time these bats showed up, and you're like, what's the problem? It's just bats. And I'm thinking, it's Zubats, man. They're everywhere.
It's Breath of Fire 3. The
Yeah.
encounter rate sucks.
Yes, it does.
And battles kind of take forever to load into.
Hey, you made it. And now we camp.
That's not a bad call. Alright.
Let's go talk to some fairies.
Let's go talk to Bunyan and switch our masters.
That's a better idea.
I think Bunyan's still fine for Gar.
Oh, absolutely.
Gotta keep you on. Alright. Well, the random encounters are optional on the world map. That's what the exclamation points are. And then... But wait.
And now this part.
Do I have to talk to him as Gar?
Anybody.
Okay.
Or Pico. Or anybody, it doesn't really matter. You just need to talk to him.
Yeah. Risky blow.
So Risky Blow is one of the moves that you can actually learn from a monster rather than from Bunyan. And if you learn it from a monster, you just don't learn it here.
Focus, which I'm going to assume is charge for a turn, then deal more damage.
Yup. More attack damage, not magic damage.
Right. Super combo.
There it is.
I'm gonna assume you can only learn a disembowel. Wow. You can only learn an ability once from each master?
Yes, so now you have completely mastered Bunyan stuff. You can't have somebody else learn Risky Blow and Focus and Super Combo and all that stuff.
Alright.
But you can move the skills around. That's a pretty durable looking Pico.
Alright. Focus is ×2. Super combo, which you can use once.
That's why you should move him to fall so he can start getting his AP back.
Yeah. Fatal blow, max HP down.
That's your max HP down.
Whack.
Yeah, so you can kill an enemy, or in this case, deal a whole bunch of damage to him, but it lowers your max HP in the process.
Whack.
You should definitely try out Super Combo here, though, just to show it off.
Alright.
Does what it says on the can.
Press button.
Does it permanently lower your health? No, it lowers your health until you stop at an inn, not in a town. If you use this amount.
Okay.
It's like if you got knocked out in a fight and
Okay.
woke up afterwards. It's that kind of thing.
So, with his giant HP pool, maybe not a
It
bad
also
thing.
does not work on bosses.
Oh, it's not even just a big hit.
Disembowel? No, it's a kill move. Well,
There's
not really.
There's
a kill
another
move.
path over there.
Nope. Makes you think it, but there isn't.
There sure isn't.
There's not a path up there. What are you talking about? Nothing exists. What? How's he here?
That's it. It just talks to you.
Yeah, it's just a tree that talks to you.
The other one is the only one that become a master.
Hmm.
Bird.
Can you headbutt the big tree? Doesn't do anything, but you can totally do it if you want to. Anyway, now that we've done that,
That's right. Time to take a quick trip over to the arena.
buy a whole bunch of stuff and apprentice Pico to all. Where Pico will probably stay for most of the game. If you wanted to, you could put Pico under Gyado, and he wouldn't lose that much. But, meh, Paul's better.
Oh, you know, just your normal level 11 character.
With 6 intelligence and 0 agility.
And almost as much defense as the other two.
I told you, Pico's a beast. Another thing you can do with Pico, and I think I mentioned this before, but there are a lot of people around. If you don't use him for a very long time, you can apprentice him under certain masters later on in the game that have high requirements to learn their skills, like 5 or 8 or even 10 levels. And you can pick up some really good skills almost instantly because the game's expecting you to be a much higher level when you get to those masters. So having him instantly learn all the skills can give you a big leg up. But that means you're not using Pico for most of the game, and that's boring. One more level to go, right?
Yeah, but there's 3 skills, right?
Yep.
So
I'm remembering is the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't come here.
I've become aware that he gets mad fucked up if you turn real fast.
Yep. Oh no. Hey, boss.
Intimidate.
Yeah.
Alright, what do we got here? This is Ryu. Cancel one target's movement. So chance to stun.
It's an interrupt, pretty much.
I mean, it is a chance though, right?
Yes. And that is the key component. Oh no.
What?
Yeah, you were stung by a caterpillar.
It did do damage.
It did? Yes, it did. So there is a berry tree way back in McNeil Village.
Uh-huh.
And you can, as soon as you see it, go there with Tipo and get 99 berries. Is that a stupid idea? Kind of. But it's a bunch of healing items, and 5 HP early on is pretty big. Not cheapo. Tipo. Although that is scarily accurate. What's up? Just the warp pen? Staring directly at the screen.
This shot is pretty good. Should I throw that one out there?
Yeah. When you cut this up for YouTube, this has to be the picture for the episode.
Pico in the cup, though.
I can get you the official art to throw in the cup. No, that's weird. Where'd the other two go?
Where indeed? Elk hair.
Yep. I like to imagine the reason why Momo is kneeling here is because the ceiling of this place is like 4 feet high, and she's too tall to be standing up straight. Because it's a fairy hut.
Doesn't look like the boat's coming anytime soon.
The fucking boat.
It's like the opposite of what's it called? Berserk, where they're on the boat forever. We just can't get on the goddamn boat.
We want to get on that goddamn boat.
We want to get on that goddamn boat. They won't let us on the boat. Is there a world map here where I can switch my characters back out?
No.
Cool.
You might want to re-equip Momo with armor. She's gonna at least put on a buckler and glass domino. She'll be fine. Oh, she can put on a breastplate? Never mind, she's great. 77 defense. Damn.
Yep, sure am gonna use those characters. Sure aren't literally walking out. I think the El Beetle was referring to what I was talking about of Berserk. A crossover with Berserk.
That'd be a thing.
Back in for my party to be swapped out again. That is infuriating.
What, that the game forces you to use certain combinations for fights that it shouldn't?
It's not even forces you to use certain combinations because I can literally walk
Walk
away
out.
and
Yeah.
swap them.
Mm-hmm.
It just does it because it wants these specific characters to talk in this cutscene.
Yep.
Instead of, like, writing dialogue for all your characters.
This is, again, I think this is probably something that was complained about a lot. So that's why in 4, you can switch between your party members whenever you want to.
Oh my lord.
By the way, that happens no matter what.
Let me fish. I've trained my whole life for this. I'm a rod master.
Man versus fish. Totally not Jaws theme, by the way.
Oh, extremely. Ah, I see.
Just beat up a dolphin, you monster. Why is the dolphin here? It's on the other side of the lighthouse. Of course there's a dolphin here. Come on. See, if you guys have spent $500 on Newbie's Patreon account, he'd be reading this in an Australian accent right now. Please don't actually pay $500 into his account for this. I'm kidding. I've been waiting for that moment for a while. That's a pretty good gag.
I do appreciate that they use chicks because Sheila's is sort of a derogatory term towards women.
Poor Ryu. They're getting the most they can out of that him soaking in water sprite. Animation, whatever.
I've been trying to figure out if he's going to be weak to fire or ice.
Do you want me to tell you?
No.
Okay.
This setup's fine.
Can I make one suggestion here that doesn't actually influence the combat?
Yeah, sure.
Have Ryu use Monopoly, or Monopolize. It'll get him to his next level, so he'll learn the final skill.
Alright. Well, let's explore the space.
Youch, that thing hits harder than I remembered.
Well, it's not ice.
It is not ice.
It's not fire. Oofa doofa. Which means,
Yeah.
give me a hot second here. Wizard. Lightning. Enhance abilities.
Okay. Remember that wizard means you're casting spells and you need AP for that.
Good call. Maybe that's just the level of attack that was.
That's actually good damage for Joel.
Okay. But you might just be better off using Frost. It did more damage.
Oh, no. Newbie wanted to do the wizard stuff. I said that's fine. It's just that he wanted to also use the other one along with it.
Well, that's a way to spell Mjolnir.
Yep, it's a way. It works, kind of.
It's phonetic. That says Mjolnir.
Mm-hmm. Also, notice that you also pick up Remedy, Restore, and Vitalize. These are very powerful white mage spells.
Yes.
Anytime you use Eldritch, you pick up Remedy, Restore, and Vitalize, and then you pick up other spells depending on what element you are.
Cyclone might be good for this.
I think your best bet's Ice Blast, but I don't actually know if this thing's weak to wind or not, so it's a good idea to try that out. Even though it resists using ice damage, Ice Blast just hits hard.
Ah. Ah.
Man, it's almost like it took out half your health.
Oh.
Yep. And now we heal. This is a very dangerous turn.
We're good.
Just poke, yeah, just poke for you. Fantastic. I'd forgotten what the dragon, Thunder Dragon one looked like. It's still blue, but it's a darker blue.
Yeah, that's generally what they do for Thunder Dragons in like Japanese games like that.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Cool. Ah, I guess because Ryu's magic stat isn't that high.
It's mostly that just this thing's very weak to physical thunder attacks.
Alright. Well, I'm pretty confident in the amount of damage that I've done already.
Oh yeah.
Get that flare sword off, though.
So if you actually observe this thing a whole bunch, you can pick up Intimidate from it, but you can also just learn Intimidate from Delonslo, so who cares?
this again.
It might counter kill Ryu now.
Or he's a boss.
And dodges. How? Who cares?
He jumps. I feel very ill-equipped to fight this boss with this party.
Yeah, they're not too shabby about it. The frustrating thing is that the best way to beat this boss is to use just physical lightning attacks from a dragon, opposed to using the Eldritch thing, but you just got it, so you want to try it out. So it's like, oh, I'm going to use this thing, and it does a lot of damage, but you run out of AP so fast that you don't do as much damage as you would just punching it with a whole bunch of Thunderclaws. Yeah, that dealt pretty decent damage.
Yeah, but that was about as much damage as Nina's move.
For a little bit more AP. It lets her attack without getting countered.
Yeah. Speaking of which.
Oh yeah, this thing's got a crazy high counter rate.
Oh, this big boy HP pool.
It is very real. The problem is that Ryu can't take more than 3 hits from this thing. Because it deals about 35 points of damage, and Ryu's only got about 90 health. Luckily, he's dodging these tsunamis like crazy.
Yeah, the thing that really bothers me is that it forces me into a party. Also, I used the vitamin by accident, whatever.
Who cares?
That I wasn't planning on using like this session at all.
Yep. Also, you only have 1 tank, and that's Ryu.
On a very physical boss. Alright, there we go.
Yeah. You were pretty close to the end. Oof. I did my math right. Hooray.
Hey, I dealt with your bullshit. Don't accept gifts from fairies. Don't accept kisses from fairies.
You timed that incredibly well.
What do you mean?
With gifts and then kiss.
I mean, I timed it to what I was playing at the time.
That's fair. I didn't realize I was that far behind. Also, you still murdered a dolphin. You're a monster.
It was evil.
Sure. It was just... It wanted to sleep. It was so bright because of the lighthouse that shines through to this dimension somehow.
Town that progresses as you progress?
Kinda, sorta. It doesn't progress just yet. But it is exactly what you think it is, though.
I guess that's what the message board is for.
Yep. So, mention that Fairy just mentioned the forest where we ran away from. Remember that forest I told you to knock a rock into the water in? Let's go back and do that.
Yeah, sure.
Especially since we are right there.
Un momento, though.
Absolutely.
Hey ho! Right, I need an Nappy movie. Oh, and this makes 3 masters done.
Yeah. Momo will finish up hers and a few more levels. I think she needs to get to level 21.
Please teach me steel. Thank God.
Ask and ye shall receive.
But it's not... what was Ray's skill called?
Pilfer.
Yeah, it's not Pilfer.
Yeah. Which is, in some ways, good, because this means that you can just steal from something that's at low health or doesn't have much health, and you don't have to worry about killing it.
Alternatively, Pilfer kept me from stealing for forever from one enemy.
True. There are ups and downs. So, those goo titans you were fighting earlier, you can steal life shards from them. So if you wanted to get a ton of HP, you could totally steal from them and get a bunch of that stuff.
Alright, y'all. Hope you're ready for the next hour.
No. But there's an enemy of each type that you can pick up stat boosters from.
Oh my god, fuck off. That's what you get. Yeah, no, this tune it really sounds like something from Chrono Trigger.
What up, Mary Leap? Flower Jewel, huh?
We did that. I see.
Nobody.
Oh, what is it lower?
It lowers your attack and defense and HP growth. You do get +2 agility, but nobody right now should be apprentice under her.
Yeah, that might be something for like
Later on down the road.
Nina.
Yeah, maybe after she's learned some more magic.
Mm-hmm. Once Nina's magic gets high enough, because she doesn't need HP, defense, or attack. So being able to
She doesn't need attack. She needs a little bit of HP and defense, though. She is made of
a little.
Mary Leap does have a couple skills you really want, though. So later on, it's a good idea to put someone under her.
So just every circle goes here.
Hmm?
Is it
Yes, every circle comes here. Yes, this is not a fast travel zone.
Whack.
Sorry, bud. It's meant to come here so you can deal with the, like you said, the town that upgrades as you go along. It's kind of like Township from 2.
It sure is.
What? It is.
Implying that I remember anything.
So
For
from
2.
2, you could have a bunch of people go and live in houses at your town, and they have a variety of things that happen there. Oh yeah, people mentioned in the chat. Ryu works fine under Mary Leap, because if you have a super fast dragon, it works out really well. But, meh, he's fine as is for now.
Oh, well. That sure was a long, drawn-out process in order to get across the...
Yeah, the boat must be back now,
The
right?
boat must be back now.
Let's go check that out real quick.
Let's go see if the boat is back.
I don't see a boat.
I do
Maybe
not
it's there.
see a boat. Hey, y'all got boats here?
Even like a small boat. We don't need a boat
Hey,
that's
where-
like a super big one.
Hey, where your boat at? Hey, y'all got boats?
No, not your boat. Where my boat at? At this point, you owe me a boat. They're the Porters Guild, and they have one ship. You guys are terrible.
Hey, where's my boat? Me on the way to my boat. Pictured here.
You know, if you don't give me a boat, I'm gonna have to introduce you to my associates, Gar and the Onion. And you don't want to piss off the Onion.
This guy owns.
He really does. He's just so cool. Can you be a master, please? I want to come back and talk to you.
Can you be my party?
With my whole party. Forget everybody else. Can we put that guy in the cup?
No, I gotta find the goofiest looking picture of the Onion.
There's some pretty goofy pictures.
I need a picture of the Onion that looks like that one, like, white orb dog. I hate this fucking game.
Yep, there's a shortcut the whole time.
Oh,
Where
but
do you think it goes?
Okay, it goes through the volcano. That's fair.
Yeah. It's a dangerous shortcut. Let's go through a volcano with a very flammable onion in the party.
You're damn right we will.
Maybe the onion sits out. Maybe Nina joins us.
But the Onion's such a low level.
Onion's fine.
You know what? I will have the Onion sit out for one dungeon just because it's a fire dungeon.
Yeah. Yeah, oh geez, please don't bring Momo either. Because she's apprentice under Yggdrasil and she's super weak to fire.
But what if?
If you want to poke your head into the dungeon real fast and see why it's bad for Pico, that's fine.
Yeah, sure.
Then we might call it there, maybe? The next dungeon's pretty long.
Yes, extremely.
I'm sorry, it's like we got past all the filler stuff. It's like, yes, finally, the real stuff. Look at the time. It's late, but I want to do more.
Found some powder.
Yeah, if you're for when you actually go through the dungeon, getting shots for fire resistance and such is a really good idea.
Maybe. Or maybe we don't.
Okay. Are you just afraid of shots? Is this some like deep-seated fear? Have we unearthed Newbie's secret?
Something like that.
Okay.
Now I'm just exploring space. I expect this to like end at some point. Okay.
Please get in the right fight. Please get in the right fight. Please get in the right fight.
Is it the magmas?
Damn it.
I wonder if the same trick works. No.
It does not. Hey, that's what Fire Blast looks like, by the way.
It's pretty cool.
So, you want to do something fun?
No.
Oh, nope, never mind, you ran away. Alright, never mind, we'll see that next time.
Hit them with fire and then they get stronger.
Yup. They get stronger in a hurry, too.
I figured as much. Yeah, why would it inject fire into me? That sounds like a bad idea.
Oh, well.
I'll take your word on it that bringing the onion to the fire zone, the onion who takes damage from fire.
In reality, you can bring the onion, and it wouldn't be the end of the world. If you give the onion a shot, you'll be fine. I think Gar with a shot is almost entirely immune to fire damage. So he just kind of wanders around in that place like, yeah, it sucks. For you, I'm fine.
I can't fucking read. Pico can't read. Gar can't read either.
Oh yeah, Gar is a massive, massive individual. There aren't many games that give you a 7.5-foot tall gargoyle who weighs about 450 pounds.
Oh, you know what? Let's end this the same way as we've been for a bit now.
In a camp?
Yes. See what the party has to say.
Poor Momo.
Well, next time we finally progress. Real, physical, actual progress.
You sure about that? We could have another 6 hours of fill.
No, I'm good.